Good evening, everyone. I'm Lapastora. It's a time where sports fans and even non-sports fans alike get out those pens and brackets and make their picks.
Yes, this is a broom, and yes, could it mean a Tigers sweep of the White Sox at Comerica Park to add another big win?
Well, I hope everyone got some rest last night because the national championship game went down to the wire all the way past midnight.
When you hear of tragedies like this, sometimes all you can do is just reflect, remember, and celebrate the memories of such an icon. We've got a wide range of sports tonight, including some racing, so buckle up and let's go. So these are the gloves that Muhammad Ali sparred with in Cooley's gym. One of them being the trust fall. Team Lynx, are you ready?
Ready!
Falling!
Fall on!
They learned how to stay camouflaged in the grass.
People from all over the state drive here in the evening to see this light show. But for Arthur, this light show is for his wife. Scrape that ice off of your car windows. I'm gonna scrape some ice off of my car windows here, and I'll turn it back to you guys. Keep anchoring that newscast well this morning.
He's so great, Charlie.
There's been lots of smiles, high fives, and good-natured competition from athletes all over the state. I'm Lapastora. See why the main event involves selfies. When it comes to NBA basketball in June, it means one thing: the NBA Finals. It's Cavs and Warriors Part 2. From Keith Urban to Paris to everyone here in downtown Detroit lining up, we might have the next American Idol. Donald Trump supporters were here early. They actually use gallons of water, facing 2 felony charges that could result in life in prison. Let me just break down for you this timeline that led to what you're seeing behind me right now. She'll get to showcase it with more than 100 student models at the Threads Fashion Show on Saturday. It all started with this cow manure, and for the Morgans, it's turned into a multi-million-dollar business. Senate Bill 442 passed to the Senate. The walk to and from campus at night will be a little different for students next year, as there are plans to add streetlights to Douglas University and Franklin streets. Now that's the largest team in the Michigan Cup. Guess who's on that list? Pistons Hall of Famer and the baddest of the bad boys, Isaiah Thomas. The Detroit Grand Prix will be taking place here at Belle Isle. The Red Wings are taking on longtime rival Toronto Maple Leafs tonight here at the Joe. If your power goes out tonight, Jaeger recommends having enough batteries and flashlights in stock ready to go. S'il vous plaît, Paris at the Roland Garros. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lapastora. Are you ready for some sports? I love sports. It's my passion, so.
Good. Well, you can tell. But Charlie, you're great. And you guys have seen him on ABC 29 and 8 as well as 7 and 4 reporting on Dayside.
We'll show you why it's awesome coming up. Check this out. Kenyon Drake takes this kickoff return. Could he go all the way? Draymond was on fire, knocking down another 3. And Green, he's fired up, rightly so, as the Warriors get that dub for Dub Nation and makes this incredible grab with that casual blowing a bubble from his big league chew with a big-time play. Simon Pagano tries to catch up with Will Power, but Will had that willpower to finish strong and takes that checkered flag. And that's game, set, match. Djokovic wins his first French Open title. Duncan does what Duncan does best. Mr. Fundamental himself gets the hook shot to go, the and one. Brandon Jennings finds Andre Drummond for that power alley-oop. Show his guns, Andre. Show your guns, man. Then KCP gets a monster jam of his own to put the Pistons within single digits. We'll take you to Gaylord, where Traverse City West fans made the trek for a big playoff matchup against Midland. The Titans' Chase Garrison says, "I'll take this one in myself. Nobody can chase me." And check out this double clutch finger roll. Nice finish for Chase. DeWilt down low now. He's double teamed, but it doesn't matter. He banks this one in. Very Steph Curry-esque, hits the shot, shows the 3. Buckley's Denver Cade gets it in the corner, puts up a Denver-like mile-high arc, and sinks the 3. Trevor Gowdy does come out of nowhere here. The right of your screen to get the board. It is March, which means March Madness is in full effect. And here we have some madness this afternoon with an exciting finish in college hoops. Cameron Chapman gets it in the corner, and he hits it right on cue by his bench, who immediately piles on him. They celebrate this huge upset and instant classic. One of the largest Special Olympics state summer games in the country is here at Central Michigan University. It hosts more than 2,000 athletes, along with more than 3,000 parents, coaches, spectators, and volunteers from all over the state.
All of our volunteers that come in from northern Michigan and central Michigan, they're here to cheer on our athletes and make sure that this is really a special event for them, and the athletes in turn make sure it's a special event for the volunteers as well.
The athletes are really inspirational. You know, it's hard to find inspiration in the world, but when you see people that take their disability and make it a capability, I just feel like it's something that's just truly amazing. Just seeing that they're people, you know, and they're not what some of the world thinks they are, that they can't do things because they can, and like they prove it here.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really inspiring too, because it's like we'll give up so easily and they just don't. They just keep going until they're finished, and it's like I wish we could be more like that.
Athletes compete in various Olympic-type events, including the softball throw, volleyball games, and track and field events. One of the thousands of athletes competing in the games is Traverse City resident Ben Dornoff, who won the Spartan Nash Healthy Athlete of the Year award, which is presented to the athlete who demonstrates the healthiest lifestyle in the state.
I've put all the effort into it, and I've worked hard.
It's fantastic to have somebody from northern Michigan. We don't have as many athletes in northern Michigan as in southern Michigan, and so it's a very special thing when one of our athletes receives a statewide award. Ben is fantastic. Ben works very hard. He's a great kid. You can see he's in good shape, and he's very deserving of an award.
And it's his northern Michigan teammates who Dornoff says helped him get such an honor.
They have inspired me so much, and without them, I would not be having the award.
Mark, the founder of the popular G's Pizzeria chain, has 400,000 lights displayed in his front yard, and they all shine bright for someone special.
She was the love of my life.
Sharon Galia was married to Arthur Galia, a World War II Navy veteran for more than 60 years. They would always decorate their home in West Branch for Christmas.
She loved Christmas so much. In fact, one of my sons, Alfred, he calls her Little Miss Christmas. It's a holy season. We always make sure we have Christ in Christmas. I have probably throughout this house and the outside 15 crib sets. We used to buy different crib sets that we saw that would be a little unique or interested.
When Sharon passed in 2010, Arthur wanted to make the home even more special year after year. This year, he put $10,000 into these decorations.
We had the happiest marriage I can ever conceive. Hope she can see all this, because she would really have loved it.
Arthur, having more than 400,000 lights in your front yard to remember your wife, I mean, what does this mean to you this Christmas?
It means happy time. Christmas, that's the best time of the year for me. Yeah. Best time of the year. Family all comes and everything. It's a beautiful time.
And more than 60 of Arthur's family members will be coming home for Christmas, all remembering Sharon. She always checked the dozens of grandkids' Christmas lists twice.
She would say, "What do you want for Christmas this year?" She always took a list so she could get for her children. And then if they didn't give her a list after a couple of weeks, she'd say, "All right, no Christmas for you." And they would all give her the list.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
I also spoke with Arthur's son, Chris, who owns the G's Pizzeria in West Branch, and he told me that people from all over the state drive here in the evening to see this light show. But for Arthur, this light show is for his wife. Reporting live in Oklahoma County, Charlie Lapastora, 7 and 4 News.
He's beloved worldwide. He's probably the most famous person in the world.
How is Muhammad Ali, a boxing legend who is remembered worldwide, connected to small towns in Michigan? Enter Michael Cooley, a Houghton Lake resident who was Ali's former bodyguard. He has a whole room in his home dedicated to who he still endearingly calls the champ. And how they linked up is something special.
When I was 17 years old, he was speaking at Central Michigan University. I walked up there after he started clearing out. I said, "Someday me and you are going to hang out together, walk together, be together." And then when I was 30, it all came true.
As Ali once said, if your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. Cooley dreamed big and saw that come true in 1988.
Ali always dreamed big too. I always felt like there was a real kindred spirit between him and I. You know, we're a lot alike. You know, we'd proclaim things and make things happen. I bought a church and a house in St. Louis, Michigan, and I turned it into a boxing gym. I said, I want to open up in a big way. I said, I want to bring the greatest to town, Muhammad Ali.
So, how does one go about doing that? Cooley went straight to Ali's estate in Berrien Springs.
His gates happened to be open, and I went through there, knocked on the door, and got invited in, and one thing led to another.
Cooley opened his gym on October 1st, 1988, and Muhammad Ali was there.
That was a month later. His manager called me at 6 o'clock in the morning, asked me if I could make it out to Vegas. Sugar Ray Leonard was fighting for the light heavyweight title, and Ali wanted me to be one of his bodyguards. It gives me chills right now talking about everybody's going, Ali, 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 as we're walking out of the stadium. He is the greatest of all times. After me, there'll never be another Muhammad Ali.
Cooley said he broke down when he heard the news. He plans on writing a memoir about things he learned about Ali, including what he calls is the gold medal fable of Ali throwing it in the Ohio River. He says you'll have to get the memoir to find out what really happened to that medal. Until then, Cooley plans on heading down to Louisville this week for the champ's funeral to remember not just the most famous athlete in the world, but his friend. In Roscommon County, Charlie Lapastora, ABC 29 and 8.
I've always wanted to meet him. I've always wanted to see him.
Tracy Pigeon was able to do just that Thursday, and how it happened was something she'll remember forever. Pigeon was estranged from her father at an early age and grew up as a foster kid. Pigeon's father passed away last winter. Interested in her ancestry, she posted a picture of her dad on Pinterest. One night, David Hill, Pigeon's half-brother, Googled his father's name in hopes of finding and meeting him. He found the picture Pigeon had posted, leading them to message each other on Facebook.
Sorry to disturb you with what might sound crazy, but I found a picture of Erwin Robert Hill that you posted when looking for my father. I would like to learn more about Erwin to see if he might be my long-lost father. It's not crazy at all, because I was told I had a brother named David Hill. I'm actually kind of starting to shake right now. I think one of my first questions for David is, what color of hair do you have? And when he said red, I think I started crying. Dad had red hair.
After more messages via Facebook sending pictures of when they were kids and of their families now, it was time for them to meet. An Army veteran meeting his sister for the very first time, just in time for Memorial Day weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend and he is a veteran. Oh. What does that mean to you?
Oh, it means a huge that we're actually meeting together on this holiday weekend because he is a veteran. I think that just makes it all the more special.
Knowing that 45 minutes away he's going to be here, how are you feeling right now?
I want to cry. I'm probably going to cry. Oh my God.
Type in your father's name and all of a sudden you're connected to blood relatives, you know, that you never knew you had.
In Osceola County, Charlie Lapastora, ABC 29 and 8. Well, that's a look at sports this morning. We'll be right back. They have confirmed with me that he's so hot, he makes a dragon want to retire. Make a dragon wanna retire, man, I'm too hot. Uptown, funk you up.